Alright, what's going on, guys? It's your boy here, and today we're going to talk about the toxicity of Overwatch. Now, Overwatch has been known to be a very toxic game, and I find myself being just as toxic as the people you see in the videos. So, we're talking about a few things today, some elements of toxicity. Sometimes you're in a competitive game, and you just have that one guy that just wants to play Widow, whatever their main is, and they just don't want to switch off. So you have a wide array of people and a wide array of toxicity. So for toxicity, I think the root of it, a couple of my friends we've been talking about it, is most people are toxic when they think they're doing good. So maybe when you have a lot of gold medals, or you've cleared out the point and you're the last one alive and you're having to fight the whole team, your team is dead and you're just saying, wow, I'm carrying my team, I'm doing so much for my team. So when people get plays like that, or they feel like they're carrying the team, that just creates this big amount of ego they have. They think that they carry into several games. They go in and say, I can do this, I can do that, and they just put so much on themselves to carry the team. And then when they can't win while they're carrying the team, they think everyone is throwing and then become toxic. So it's rather more of a mind thing for yourself. If you have a bad team, things just may not work out, or you may need to switch up your composition or stuff like that. But usually it's when someone's doing good and they think they're doing so good that they can't carry their team enough. And then another subject is the other side of the spectrum, the people who receive or they listen to the toxicity. Now, when someone's being toxic towards you, you may have mixed feelings about it. You may think, okay, well, maybe this person just thinks they're so good, or maybe this person is an asshole. Well, you really don't know that. Now, myself, sometimes I can be toxic because I'm a Zen main, I'm a healer. I really don't think, I don't think you can categorize maybe a DPS is most likely to be toxic, or a support hero or a tank is more likely to be toxic. But when I'm Zen and I have gold everything, I just at some point I just don't feel that my team is doing enough. So that's when I say, alright, I want to start being toxic because this is ridiculous, because I have all these medals and I'm a healer. But then you start to analyze, what really does being toxic do for your team? If you're toxic and you have a bad player on a team and you decide to just start throwing a bunch of shade at him, what is that going to motivate for him to do as a player? If he's honest, if that's the best he can do, what is being toxic going to do for the team? It's just going to put everyone against the wall, and they just feel like you're not a player that can be played with. You don't have good teamwork or anything like that, so they try to shut you out basically. So it's basically you and the rest of the team, and they pretty much won't get any support from you. You won't get any heals or anything like that. So it's just a negative outlook for when you're toxic. Now for me, sometimes when I'm Zen and I've played over 200 hours of Zen overall, and sometimes I realize that we need something else. I love Reinhardt. I love how he can set the tone of the match, and if he can be nano boosted, that's even better. I'm pretty good at being able to do a lot of attack with all of my 500 health. My hammer down. I really try to get as much done as possible. But for someone who just wants to be their main so bad, or maybe they just use their main or insta-lock their main all the time, they just want to be that one hero. They don't want to subject to the change of the game. It's a game about switching heroes and surprising the enemy and using combos and everything like that just to get things done. It's not that they're being toxic, it's just they feel that if they were to switch, it would do negative towards the team just because that's their main, or that's the hero that they're most comfortable with. Now from my perspective, sometimes I do get toxic. I'm not even gonna lie, I could be the most toxic player in game chat or in a party or towards my friends or anything like that, just because I feel I'm so good with Zenyatta that I can't make any mistakes. When you start to be like that, you really don't see the mistakes you make, so you start to think everyone around you is just against you, and they're not helping you out. So you just feel that you're doing everything and nobody's supporting you, which is a very bad outlook because it's a team-based game. You have to acknowledge what you did wrong either after the game or in game in order to change the result of the next game, because you have to get better at things like this, because with the meta changing and new heroes coming out and people discovering new ways to get behind you when you're Tracer, Sombra, or anything, it's absolutely annoying. You just have to see what fits well for the enemy. It's adjusting to what the enemy has. And then also when people use easy heroes like, I don't know, Winston or Reaper or Bastion or soldiers. They're just typically heroes that are really not too hard to use. I get really triggered when I get like killed by them in any way just because they're so easy to use, and I don't know, I just hate dying. I don't know. But that's pretty much it. I hope to have more Overwatch videos instead of COD videos because COD hasn't been very fun for me. But however, World War II is coming out, so we're gonna see some content, a little bit of here and there. We might. I'm not really feeling World War II. I love the movement that the thruster carts implemented, just being as fast as you can. That's why I always had lightweight and I was jumping and all this kind of stuff. It's so much better than just boots on the ground COD. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next video very soon, I hope. Peace out.
Right away. Hey. Your own worst enemy.